the New South Wales dance syllabus, safe dance practice can be defined as the practice of selecting and executing safe movement. Safe dance practice focuses on providing dance activities, movement and exercise which allows students to participate in dance without risk of injury. I have decided to discuss safe dance practice principles in relation to my jumps and my major performance dance. To be able to dance safely, you must have a strong understanding of your own personal capabilities and limitations, as well as the knowledge and purpose of warm-up injury prevention strategies. Personally, capabilities of mine include decent flexibility of my hamstrings and hip flexors. This assists me in my major performance through enhancing my quality of line during jumps. A limitation of mine is being able to use my turnout consistently. Limited turnout in my hips means that I have continually self-check on my alignment to ensure that I am dancing safely. For example, when I land in any jump in turnout, I make sure that my knee tracks over my middle toe. I must also ensure that I turn out from the hip joint, as this is a ball and socket joint, and not from the knees or ankles, as these joints do not have the capacity to rotate. Engaging my inner thigh muscles and external rotators sufficiently assists me to do this. In my major study performance, I have two separate jumping sequences. The first occurs 2 minutes into the piece and it is a side split leap. And the second occurs 3 minutes and 15 minutes into the piece and it is 2 grunchates to the front with a pas de bourrée as a transition. One. Since these sequences are both split leaps, I have to ensure that I have warmed up appropriately. My warm-up begins with cardiorespiratory exercises to get my blood pumping through my body, ultimately increasing my body temperature. Some exercises to get my blood pumping include jogging, prances, sautés, articulating through the feet to wake up the posterior tibial muscle that supports the arch of my foot. Jogging will also work the muscles of my calf. To work both the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles, I do rises with straight and bent legs. Like this. And then even reversing it. Once my core temperature has been raised, I begin to do some dynamic stretches to mobilize my joints and lengthen my muscles. I work on my iliopsoas, hamstrings, and predominant muscles working in such physically demanding lifts. A range of hamstring stretches include leg swings in parallel and turnout, downward dog, and reaching over my leg. So, in parallel, and then in turnout, ensuring that I turn out at the base as well. And then downward dog, and articulating through the feet. And then some lunges. A range of iliopsoas or hip flexor stretches include various lunges, ensuring that my shoulders remain square to the front. And also putting the knee down and putting force so that these muscles get worked. After my dynamic stretching, it is essential that I engage my mind to prepare and check on my own alignment. At the bar, I will practice pliés and fondus to ensure that I land safely with correct alignment. Square hips, knees tracing over the middle toes, the foot is lifted to the front and not rolling in, lengthening through my spine. So ensuring that the hips are square to the front, the hamstrings and quads are turned out, knees are tracing over middle toes, core is strong, gently plié, ensuring that this remains out this way for landing on 2 feet, and then for 1 foot, same thing, make sure that everything is facing and hips are square, fondue for landing on 1 foot, and work through the feet when you come back. I also practice tendus, glissades, développés, rebondissements, devant, and in second to practice correct placement and pathway of my leg in the leap. So tendus, point and close, glissades are shooting, développé, out, and grand battement to the front and grand battement in second. Now that my body is prepared for leaps, I am able to execute them from the corner by putting my alignment, technique and posture into practice. In order to execute a side leap, I begin with a step will change to the side you're travelling. I am travelling to the left because that is my strongest side. After this, I step into a deep plie in second position. my left leg will développé up nicely, whereas my right leg will follow through in a grand battement action. So we'll put this all into play. So step, ball change, développé up, and then grand battement. Landing with the right behind. So let's just do it in full motion. So step, ball change, développé, grand battement, behind. Landing with bent legs ensures there is a cushion, and a deep plie will also cushion. So we'll do it again, and I'll walk through. So step, ball change. Making sure that I work through my feet and articulate. This will help prevent injury. Now for our grand jeté, so face the front. Well, in my dance, I'm going this way, but just so that you can see, I'm going to go this way. So start with a step ball change and développé in parallel, and then grand battement to the back, and land in a deep plie with the feet remaining turned out. So we have step, ball change, développé, grand battement, and landing in a wide. At the height of each jump, the legs should be equally straight for both. In second, and then in our grand jeté.